yin hakan yallaɓai. Ina matuƙar son tashar ku yallaɓai. Ni ɗin babban masoyinku ne.
Hello and welcome to Haske TV News. My name is Haske. Malnutrition among children continues to be a serious public health concern across Nigeria, and Taraba State is no exception. In an exclusive interview with Dr. Caleb Agada, a medical professional described malnutrition as a long-standing burden across many parts of Nigeria, with Taraba State facing its fair share of challenges. Our correspondent has the details. Malnutrition in children, especially those under 5, remains a growing concern in Taraba State. Health experts warn that the condition goes beyond the absence of food. He revealed that it also includes the lack of essential nutrients needed for healthy growth and development. According to him, key contributors include food insecurity, poverty, and a general lack of awareness around proper nutrition.
Taraba has been no exemption. The impact of malnutrition has been devastating, and this is really accrued to factors like food insecurity. It can also be accrued to ignorance, because Taraba is a place that is blessed with food and other forms of natural. Of course, this is nature's gift to the nation. However, some people are not really aware of how to make the most of the food that is available. So that's also another factor. And then rising cases of poverty has been associated with this also.
Efforts are underway to tackle the issue. Dr. Caleb noted that the state government, in collaboration with NGOs, international organizations, and community stakeholders, has initiated several programs aimed at reducing malnutrition.
I'm aware that the state government has made certain efforts, including the inauguration of a technical working committee towards curbing the menace of malnutrition. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
With improved funding, better infrastructure, and more targeted interventions, including education on feeding practices and greater food security, Taraba State could significant stride in combating child malnutrition. Farida Haq, Haske Tv News. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has expressed heartfelt condolences following a tragic fire incident that claimed several lives at the Afriland Towers on Broad Street, Lagos State. In a statement signed by Bayo Ananuga, the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, President Bola Tinubu extended condolences to the families of the victims and to the management and staff of FIRS, UBA, United Capital, and Afriland Properties Limited. The victims reportedly died in hospitals across Lagos after being evacuated from the high-rising building during the emergency. Among the deceased are 4 staff members of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, which occupies the 6th and 7th floors of the tower. The President also commended the swift action of emergency responders, including the Federal Fire Service, first aiders, medical personnel, and members of the public who assisted in the rescue effort. In a move aiming at promoting national identity and unity, the federal government has reintroduced Nigerian history as a compulsory subject in the basic education curriculum. The subject, which was removed over a decade of years, will now be taught from primary 1 to junior secondary school SS3, while senior secondary students will take a new blended subject. The first time in decade, Nigerian pupils will now study history continuously from primary 1 through junior secondary school SS3 as part of a sweeping reforms announced by the Federal Ministry of Education. The ministry described the reform as a priceless gift to the nation aimed at reconnecting future generations with their roots and fostering a deeper sense of national pride and responsibility. To support this transition, the federal government has released a revised curriculum and will begin retaining teachers, supplying education materials, and strengthening monitoring mechanisms. The federal government on Thursday gave December 31st, 2025 deadline to license mining quarry companies to conclude on community development agreement (CDAs) with host communities. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, gave the warning in a statement signed by his special advisor on media, Segun Tomori, following the review of the performance of the companies on the Community Development Agreement in the first 6 months of this year, based on the report of the Mining Environmental Compliance (MEC) Department of the Ministry. Tomori said according to the report, although there were 74 new mineral titles in the first 6 months of the year, only 23 community development agreements were signed. He also said the minister recalled that in 2023, the Nigerian Mining Cadastre Office (MCO) issued 960 small-scale mineral licenses, 3,091 quarry licenses, and 37 mining licenses, totaling 1,388 titles that should proceed to sign CDS before starting extraction. The minister also highlighted the wide gap between thousands of mineral titles issued on and the only 342 CDAs signed so far, underscoring the urgent need for compliance. The federal government has unveiled fresh funding plans and training reforms aimed at strengthening postgraduate medical education and curbing the exodus of health professionals from Nigeria. Speaking on Thursday at the 43rd convocation ceremony of the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria in Lagos, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, said government was adopting a phased approach to address the challenges facing residency and specialist training. Represented by the Director of Hospital Services, Dr. Jimoh Salahuddin, Pate said postgraduate training remained critical to building a resilient health